It's usually a disaster waiting to happen, August.
I don't know, man. Well, Kendra seems to think that Emily is just your type.
I don't know. Matchmaking is a perilous business.
Well, at least it'll get you out of the house.
Hello! Welcome to Bobo's Burgers. Can I take your order?
Hold on one second. August, my life is pretty full right now. I mean, I got gallery openings, I got charity dinners. LA's a happening place for a guy like me.
Yeah, right.
Pardon me?
Happening place for a guy like you. You've been here every night this week.
Have not.
Have two?
Have not.
Have two! I recognize your voice. You were here twice last week.
Busted!
August, who are you gonna believe, Bobo the burger or your partner?
You usually order a veggie burger, no mayo, tomato on the side.
I want to talk to your manager.
Ah, too scared to settle it with me, huh?
Nah, he's just too busy out on the town.
Your friend's funny. You on
Wait till I get my hands on you.
Mac!
Leave her alone. Hey!
Ow! Come on, buddy, you're busting my buns!
Ow! Whoa! See ya. Hey!
Move forward! Move the top! Move back! Move!
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. On your feet. Come on. Give me the purse. Come on. Get in the car. Let's go. Watch your head, son.
Hey! Where's my veggie burger?
Bobo's a little pissed at you, Mac. He's not gonna serve you anymore.
Really, I'm doing fine.
You know, Kendra's very fond of you, Mac. You know that. She just wants you to be happy.
I am happy.
All right, you're happy spending your nights at fast food joints.
Well, not anymore now that they won't serve me.
Emily's very cool people, my man. I mean, you know, she's ambitious. She's studying to be a masseuse. She's very attractive. Kendra thinks you two guys would really hit it off.
And what if we don't, August? And Emily's mad at me, Kendra's mad at me, you're mad at me. I don't know, I think I'd rather take my chances with Bobo.
Yeah. And just give it a shot, okay? I wouldn't have to keep explaining to her about your social life. Hey, there they are. Slow down, Mac.
See him. Never thought I'd spend the day chasing down perks for Grand Theft Rolex.
And well, robbery is robbery, my man. Why are they wearing those long coats on a day like today?
Yeah, it's strange. August, I think I know why. Duck!
Tell me something. Relax. These guys shooting automatic weapons at us?
Yes, they are.
I hate when that happens.
My bullets, man. Give me some more bullets.
What are you talking about?
I thought you had them.
What? I thought you had the bullets, man.
I don't do bullets. This white dude gave me this gun.
Hi, guys.
Freeze! Freeze! Put the weapons down. Put the weapons down. Easy, easy. Turn around. Stand up. Turn around. Turn around.
Hands on your head.
AK-47s. These perps mercenaries or gangbangers?
Neither. Bottom of the food chain. Their idea of a big day is stealing a watch off some guy on rollerblades.
Neighborhood menaces.
Menaces with AK-47s, I'd say they've graduated to terrorists. Not a very good omen for our city, is it? The serial numbers have been filed off.
Well, assault weapons are manufactured all over the world. Here, Europe, Asia. They hit the pipeline, they can end up anywhere. Balkans, Central America.
And now your quickie stop and shop down the street.
I want you two to track down the supplier. This could be an isolated incident, but could be the tip of an iceberg.
Right. Annie, see what the FBI and the ATF have.
Yeah, listen, also, why don't you check and see if we've busted anyone else recently with new AKs?
And Annie, do it fast. If the minor leaguers are out gunning us, we could have a real problem here.
Maybe you guys can help me. Because I'm a little confused. Last week, you guys were snagging cameras off of tourists at Exposition Park. And this week, you tried to take me and my partner out with an AK-47. What's up with that?
We thought you dudes were Crips.
There's a time to be funny, gentlemen. This is not it. We've got you on the attempted murder of 2 police officers, possession of an assault weapon, and about 100 counts of brandishing and endangering. You two are going to be doing some heavy time.
Where did you get the AK-47s?
Your mom's. She's the gun runner.
Okay, let's go bottom line. Both you punks are going to spend your lives in San Quentin unless you tell us who sold you the guns.
Life. Shut up, Billy.
All we want is the man who sold you the guns. You cooperate with us, we help you. Think about it.
You know, a typing class at night school might do you a world of good.
Well, considering I spend most of my nights here, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Must make it tough to get a date.
Are you here to improve my social life, Annie?
No, just your typing. And it is pathetic.
Well, thank you so much. What's up?
My guy at ATF finally succumbed to my badgering.
Your guy?
Yeah, I have guys everywhere. Aside from the usual list of gun-running suspects, they were hot on a Mr. James Camden. His front was an importer and exporter, did most of his business out of Central America, and his guns were showing up in cities all over the country. What makes him so interesting was he was ex-CIA.
Was?
Yeah, 2 months ago he was found in a jungle, murdered. My guy believes Camden was a major player, but every time they got close, they ran into covert ops smokescreens.
So the guy was connected, he's now dead, end of story.
Well, they believe his weapons pipeline is still operating. He had a business partner here in LA. ATF investigated, but they didn't find anything.
All right. Guess it might be worth checking him out.
Her, Karina Maitland. She owns an art gallery in Santa Monica.
Well, sounds better than typing class. Thanks.
Sure.
Do you see something you like?
It reminds me of me.
A lost soul tormented by the bleakness of existence?
No, my work. I sculpt.
Ah, an artist.
Mostly a cop, though. Detective McDonald, LAPD.
Karina Maitland. I don't recall filing a report about stolen art.
You didn't. I'm actually here because of James Camden.
What type of sculptures do you do, Detective MacDonald?
Metal sculptures?
Are you familiar with Polanski's work?
Actually, yes. I flew to New York to see his exhibit at the Guggenheim.
Really? I was there too. Unfortunately, not the same time you were. So what's the interest with James?
Well, he may or may not be involved in a case I'm working on.
Well, James and I did most of our work by phone. He traveled, he bought the art pieces, and he sent them up here to me. I never left the United States. You know, I was so shocked when he was murdered. And doubly so when the agents from the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms came around. I never knew anything. I still don't.
Well, if you think of anything at all, will you give me a call?
I may have something you might be interested in.
Really?
It might help. It belonged to James. I'm not sure what's on it, probably some art contacts. I found it the other day while I was doing some filing. Everything else I've given to the government.
Well, thank you very much for your help.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You wanted to speak to me, Skeet?
Yeah, I want to talk. You take this to the next step. You escalate this thing, it's all gonna change.
You're acting frightened. That doesn't become you.
It ain't fear, it's common sense. I know South Central. I know how bad it can get.
We're moving fast here. A blink of an eye, a microsecond in history. But the money? It's ours forever. Watch him.
So what's up, Billy?
My whole life?
You ever do get out, partner, you're gonna be a very, 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 very old man.
Brother's name is Skeet. Played the streets, you know, some of this, some of that small time stuff. 2 months ago, Skeet shows up with the heavy artillery, and he's Showtime, and he's rapping about 47s and Mac 10s and Uzis. He's making bread, too. He's flashing $1,000 leather threads and a new rod.
Skeet ever mention where he got these guns?
No. A lot of homies real impressed, you know? I mean, all of a sudden, this dude is in the big time.
Can you get close to him?
And hey, I do it, but Skeet, you don't touch him, he touches you.
I'm at the corner of 4th and 47! Captain! Hell send to the Marines! Stay here. Out of the car! You're coming with me. You're not going anywhere. Get up against there. Take it easy, man. Don't you get in the way. Come on, back here. I'm taking you down, man.
Captain, there must have been hundreds of rounds fired out there on those streets today.
My God, the fact that no citizens were killed is absolutely amazing.
I ran a check to see if we busted anyone with the same type of weapons. This is what I came up with. Alex Cohn. Tagged last week for possession of 5 brand spanking new AKs.
Gangbanger?
White supremacist. Alex plays the theme song from the Third Reich on his answering machine.
My kind of guy.
The man's preparing for Armageddon. If there are guns for sale out there, he's buying them.
Has he given us his source yet?
No one's been able to break him.
Got that file you asked for on Alex Cohn.
Oh, great.
Psych profile?
Yeah, well, I figure this guy's been through 5 different interrogations already, and he hasn't given up his supplier. So, if we want to crack him, we get to know a little bit about him. Maybe figure out which buttons to push.
Our friend here is suffering from paranoid delusions. This guy thinks a race war is coming, and he's gonna save the world for the Aryan millennium.
Detective McDonald. Oh, hi. Tonight? Okay. I'll be there. Thanks. Karina wants to see me.
Good. Don't forget, you've already got a date with Emily.
You have a new girlfriend?
Well, August and Kendra seem to think so. They set me up.
Blind date? You might get lucky, but back to reality. I ran that disc that Karina gave you, and it checks out all art import records.
So she's not involved?
Or she's lying. And then there's this.
What is this?
A gift from a highly placed individual whose name I cannot divulge.
Central America?
Camden was an operative down there when he was with the CIA. He worked closely with a General Mondeval.
And Camden was moving weapons to the anti-government forces?
2, maybe 3,000 pieces a month.
So a couple of hundred a month go by the book, they end up in South Central. We're not exactly dealing with small-timers trying to score a couple of AKs here, are we?
2 months ago, around the time Camden was murdered, a huge cache of weapons disappeared on its way south. Check out the inventory.
Uh-oh. Bazookas, rocket launchers, grenades.
Good night. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good. Now we have a chance to talk. A drink?
No, thanks.
So, Detective McDonald, what do you do for fun?
Oh, sculpt steel.
I bet you do.
When you called, you said you had something for me?
I do. I've never kissed a cop before.
Well, we are highly trained.
I bet you are.
McDonald.
The deal is my ATF guy is getting stuff on a need-to-know basis from the agency.
Yeah?
It's big. Camden was operating out of Central America, funding covert ops down there, using drug money profits from LA and then profits from gun sales. The biggies at the agency are freaked out because this whole thing looks like a shadow within a covert. You know what I mean?
So where does that leave us?
Camden's partner, Karina Maitland.
Yeah?
She was with Camden down in Central America, covert ops. Chase, she's CIA.
I'm telling you, August, it was the weirdest night of my life. After I get the call from Annie, I tell Karina that I got a homicide, so I leave. And believe me when I say this, that was not an easy thing to do.
And all this time, you've got a date with Emily.
Yeah, and it's the first time I ever met Emily, and I actually feel guilty like I was cheating on her or something.
Yeah, well, it looks like you and Emily hit it off pretty good last night.
Why do you say that?
It's a little warm today for a turtleneck, don't you think, my man? Which leads me to believe that you are hiding something.
It's not what you think.
Yeah, right. Hey, I know a cover-up when I see one, pal.
Well, anyway, so last night we go to the Ivy, right? We had a great dinner. It was very romantic. Emily says, let's go back to her place. I say, fine. So we get back there. She says she wants to practice her massage techniques on me. I go, okay, something to do with some test she's having today. I say, okay. Next thing I know, she's marking all the pressure points on my body with indelible ink. I mean, look at this, August. I spent over 30 minutes trying to take this off. See that?
Ooh. An over-enthusiastic masseuse, a CIA agent. You had quite an interesting night, my man. Maybe you ought to go back to Bobo's.
The interrogation room's all yours.
Thanks, Captain. Listen, Judith, you see anything that helps, you let us know, all right?
I'll be watching. It's a little bit warm to be wearing a turtleneck, isn't it, Chase?
This is bogus, you know it. The assault rifles they found in your house match up to those that are hitting the streets.
And your point is? Come on, detective. We both know what's coming. And when it does, every man, woman, and child with white skin is going to be very happy that guys like me have guns like those.
Here's the deal. We put you back on the streets. When your supplier makes contact, we bust them. We convince the DA to cut a deal.
A deal? Oh, I see. A deal. Uh-huh. So that means I get, what, 3 months instead of 6? It's a little bit like trading a Porsche for a Datsun because it's got flat tires. I don't think so. Hey, McDonald. Have a nice day.
Well, that didn't work.
You've got to understand, he trusts no one associated with the government.
What does he trust?
His own fears.
Let me have a go at him. So, the race war is coming, huh, Alex?
Inevitable.
You know, I'd be willing to bet that I'm one of your worst nightmares. A nigga with a badge and a gun. You know, the irony here is that the guy who sold you those weapons, he's a black guy, isn't he? See, we know for a fact that he's bringing in another shipment of weapons. And the stuff he's bringing in is gonna make those AKs look like cap pistols. Now, being a brother and all, I don't think that you're gonna be able to find the kind of artillery like my man has anywhere else. What kind of artillery are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about artillery that can bring down your average white suburban home. I want to talk to McDonald. I want him out here now. McDonald! McDonald!
Gentlemen, we're on our own in this investigation.
Oh, gee, Captain. Is that supposed to be something new?
No. This one's different. I got more than the usual tension from the feds on this one. Everywhere I turn, I got smoke screens. ATF, FBI, CIA.
Conspiracy?
Who the hell knows? There have been rumors for years that the CIA has been selling drugs and guns in South Central, using the profits to fund covert operations.
And we're dead center.
Our primary objective is to protect the public we serve. I also like to protect some of those guys that are working with us. Now those weapons are beginning to flood onto our turf. I want that pipeline closed before any more of them arrive and this whole city gets blown to hell.
You got it, Captain.
Yeah, we'll do our best, Cap.
Impressed?
These weapons hit the streets and the brothers are gonna use them. And it ain't gonna be just drive-bys anymore. It's gonna be houses blowing up with my customers inside.
But that is where our future is going. And there's no stopping it. And it's not just in LA.
Feel like I'm contributing to the apocalypse.
Financial projections. In a couple of days, you'll be able to take every man, woman, and child you've ever cared about out of Los Angeles. The apocalypse pays well. Hell, you may even be able to become politically active and fight this worldwide scourge of violence. Skeet, the train has left the station. Don't think of jumping off. Because you can't. And another thing. I want this merchandise moved out of here within the next 24 hours. Don't let me down.
Banger survived the firefight with Richardson has fingered Skeet as the middleman, too. If we're ever going to find the source, we gotta find this guy.
And quickly, Captain.
You bet.
What?
Isn't it a little warm for a turtleneck?
Chase one on a date, chase one on a date.
Must have gone well.
McDonald.
I'm impressed.
Right. Are you guys through? That was Alex, our friendly neighborhood white supremacist. It's just been touched by Skeet. And just for your information, it's not a hickey, it's a pressure point. Get out of my chair.
I got 500 if you want them.
Same price as before?
Yeah.
I'll take all you got.
Something new. It's gonna cost you. These ain't black market either. U.S. Armed Forces. The real deal.
How much?
Half a yard per. No discount for volume. You got 10 grand on you, we put them in your ride right now.
Deal.
Let's go!
This is 1 William 13. I want every unit we've got on these streets now. Someone just punched the damn rocket in here.
Looks like you guys were wrong. He was gonna sell me the heavy artillery.
Oh, gee. What a nice black man, huh?
August. It seems our man was very careful with the IRS. Parking receipts from the Conroy building.
The Conroy building? That's pretty uptown for a downtown guy like Skeet.
I'd say so.
These were taken 2 months ago. The man in the photo is Mondoval, head of the anti-government guerrillas in Honduras.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, thank you. Karina Maitland? I just talked to the manager of the Conroy building. Says Karina Maitland's been leasing a suite there for the past 2 years.
Well, we got parking receipts that place Skeet at the Conroy building, and now Karina Maitland in the middle of it all.
And the disc?
Diversion.
You know, they couldn't hide those weapons in the Conroy building. They'd need a warehouse.
You're probably right, but it's worth checking out anyway.
I'll call for the warrant. All right, listen, Mac, once more. We got a warrant. You don't need to sneak in as a security guard.
I know that, August. But if we go in there flashing a warrant, they'll have any information shredded by the time we step off the elevator.
Listen, the lady knows you. Why don't I go in instead?
She's not even there. She took off in a copter about an hour ago.
All right. But if we spot that chopper coming back in, you get out of there fast, you understand?
Don't worry. I'm not planning on having lunch with Miss Maitland.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Test, test, test.
Your circles are gone.
I know. Took paint remover to get them off. All right. I'm ready.
Stay on your toes, Mac.
NASDAQ's way ahead. You're right, but get out of the text, that's all. Well,
August, I'm in.
alarm code.
Better phone that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's in the office.
Police?
Yeah, my guess.
Take care of them.
Right.
And I'll send in a little, air support. I want you two back here now.
Looks like Miss Maitland's getting ready to fly the coop, August.
If there's a warehouse, there's got to be some kind of paperwork. Import, export, art deliveries, anything.
August.
I think I got something.
It's a delivery receipt for some art with an address. All right, I'm out of here.
What's this?
Mac, can you hear me? Chase!
Level checks out. Any screws like before. I'm not doing this again. Well, if I ain't gonna relax.
LAPD, put the weapon down.
August, if you can hear me, I could really use some help.
McDonald!
Oh, thank God. You know what, August? Window washers don't get paid enough.
Yeah, well, neither do cops, partner. Neither do cops. You gonna hang around there all day or you coming?
Hey, where are you going? This isn't funny.
We'll drive north into the desert. We've got company. Take care of our visitors.
Go, go!
I'm intrigued by this game of cat and mouse, Chase. A compromise, perhaps? I'm sure we could work something out.
I don't think so, Karina.
Oh, come on. We could leave this place. Lead a nice, rich life in South America. Just you and me. Put the gun away now.
I don't think so.
Don't test me. I won't hesitate to take us both out.
Okay. All right, gun's going away, all right? Just, keep a tight grip on that thing, okay?
I'm just gonna get in my truck, and you're never gonna see me again. Well, you know, Chase, it wasn't just, business between you and me.
Well, Karina, maybe we can pick up where we left off in about 20 years.
Let's go. Mac, excuse me, Mac.
Miss, you do know what a pin is for this thing, don't you? Hey, Mac!
People in Washington are very pleased with your work. I think even they were shocked at the enormity of the arsenal.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll start coordinating a little better now.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Hey, you talked to Emily today?
Yep, she flunked her test. Dropped out of massage school.
Oh, wow. So what is she gonna do now?
Beats me. She did want to do something after work, though.
What'd you tell her?
Hey, I'm a busy man. LA's a happening place for a guy like me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Listen, Bobo, I know things didn't go that well between us the other day, but I really can't live without your veggie burger, so I was hoping that we could put the past behind us, you know, move on, let bygones be bygones. What do you say, huh?
Chase?
Emily? Is that you? What are you doing here?
I'm